everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we will be doing a quick bill exchange and then a cash stuffing with the money from my May 15th paycheck. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. So if that is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. We have two things to do today. First, what we'll do is we'll start by reviewing the budget really quickly, and then we'll get into the other stuff, but let me open up the budget and we'll do a run through. As always, I will link the full budget video for this paycheck in the description box if you haven't seen it. That way you can kind of see how I did the budget and all of that, because this is going to be a run through. So our paycheck for the 15th of May was $2,481 and I'm sorry, that's it. I was looking at the next line. I also had rollover of $56.85. I'll also link this video below. Oh, my dog is walking up the stairs if you hear her. I'll also link that video below where I went through and tracked my expense, my miscellaneous for my first paycheck, and figured out where my money was going. When I combined those two together, that gave me $2,500. Sorry, that's my dog. I don't know what she's doing up there. $2,537.85 between these two, and then I did minus out $450 for estimated taxes, and I take that out. Our total budget for this paycheck, which covers the 16th through the 31st, is going to be $2,087.85. That is what we are working with. Okay, so then we have our usual, yeah, I messed myself up because last month I did the sinking funds next to the monthly one, but I don't know if I like this. I like having, I think, the budgets next to each other, so we'll fix that for next month. For now, we're on this page. I'm just getting myself situated. Yeah, so we have our normal. I have my car, all the credit cards, the student loan. I left 20 in gas just because my gas is pretty good, but I left it just in case I needed it. Internet, I have my $100 IRS payment coming out. I have a medical bill, so I did explain this in the budget, but that's a little extra expense this month. And again, you'll see it in the expense tracker video, but I kind of had this realization during my past two YouTube videos that I do not account for my business expenses. I don't budget business stuff, and then it kind of pulling money. So I'm trying something new because I'm just like experimenting here and trying to figure out how to make this look better. That I'm going to pull out $80 for petty cash for work, and that's going to be the money I can use during the workday. Again, the budget video explains more about that, and so does the expense tracker video, which I've actually posted last Sunday, but I will link in the description. After all of that was said and done, because I withdrew this money from the ATM machine, I left this odd number of $147.29 in the bank, and that left me with $311 for cash plus the $80 petty cash. So that gave me a total of $390 to work with, and this is where we will be dividing it. Now we are ready for the bill exchange, but first let's make sure we actually have the $390. So let me just toss this to the side real quick and grab the cash. Because my bank only lets me withdraw 20s and 50s, and I really didn't want to wait for the bank to open up to get the denominations. I know I have 5s and 1s, and they've been kind of building up, so I figured I'd just do a little bill exchange. So we should have 390 and 50s and 20s, so we'll check that out. So we have 50, 100, 50, 200. Okay, this is where it's gonna get fishy. So we have 200, and then 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390. Okay, wow, that was weird counting, but it did add up because it was gonna be 720s and 550s. So the 550s can stay, those are accounted for. It's the 20s that I need to exchange. So I do need like a 3, so we need 5 1s, 2 10s, and a 5. And I think I have this page right here. Yeah, so I basically accounted for these, added up to another 2 20s. And what we're trying to end up with is this, like 5 1s, 1 5, and 3 10s. So I'm hoping this will work. I feel like I should write this on here because this is way too big. So again, what we need is, we need 5 1s, 1 5. I don't know why I wrote it like this, but I did. And 3 10s. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit of a messy person. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so this is what we're trying to work with. So 5 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep that aside because these bills are accounted for. And then we have our 40 for the bill exchange and what we're trying to work with. So let's see what we can come up with here. I guess we don't need this. We do need this, but we don't need it at the moment. Let me tuck it away. Grab our sinking funds binder and see what we have. So ideally, we need 2 10s with 1 20, and the other 20, we need a 10, a 5, and 5 1s. Okay, that's doable. Bills is, I was like, where did my bill money go? I had a moment of panic. Oh, it's in here, but it doesn't have what I need. Woo! Does medical have any of these? This has a 10 and 5, but no 1s. It's basically how I'm going to have to split it. A 5 and 1s and a 10. Oh, so close, so close. I'm missing a few 1s, so I can't really switch that for 20. And there's not 2 10s either. I think, my guess is some of the back envelopes are going to have more. Giving doesn't have much. What does Riley have? Riley needs to go to the doctor. Okay, perfect. So she does have 2 10s. So I can take, and I need 3 10s. So I'll take a 20 and switch it for 2 10s. So that takes care of that. And then she still has 38. 20, sorry, you can't count. 28. And now I need, let me do this. So car might be a candidate for something like this, a 10, 5, a 5, and 5 1s. So we have a 10, we have a 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Huh. I guess I could technically pull 2 5s and then change a 5 for 5 1s somewhere, but what about my mom? She has a 10. She has a 5 and does not have 5 1s. Does nobody have 5 1s? Oh, ooh, we're gonna have to do like, let me look in here. I have, that was that 5 from my debt savings challenge I need to make an envelope for. Maybe my monthly exercise challenge. Well, we don't have a 10, but we do have 3 5s, which is basically the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. And then 2 5s. So I guess I'll just do that because that 10 was for, I could just put in 2 5s instead of a 10 because I don't think I don't seem to have that. So this should equals 20, right? 5, 10, no, because then I need another 5. Yeah, that's why I did this. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we did it. So we don't take that 20 out. Gonna do 5 and 1s. So actually that was kind of a blessing in disguise because this one was getting so thick. So now my exercise challenge just has a little bit very condensed at this point. And what was the 10 for? I think the 10 was for my medical, so I'll just change it to 2 5s. I'm kind of like, that's fine. I mean, technically I could find a 10, but we're gonna just okay, now we should still have 390. We should just have it in a different configuration. So let's check out and make sure that I didn't mess up because that is incredibly likely. All right. So let's see if this is still equaling to our 390. We have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 70, 90. Just gonna pull this out, 300. So this should be 90 in my hands. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 99, 90. Beautiful. All right, well, hey. I'm definitely getting better with this part. Like, watch some of my older videos. This used to be a hot mess, so let's get ready for our final stage here, which is our cash stuffing. We got our 50s, our 20s, 10s. And I'll have to remember that one that gets a 10 is getting two 5s instead and 1s. We will do the wallet first. Let me grab my, I don't know why I have a calculator. I don't need this. I do need this though. So let me grab this so we can look at what we're doing. So the wallet. I'm almost positive there's nothing in here once again. I remember last year when I had like that rollover, thinking I'd have rollover for my wallet and I do all the stuff with it. Yeah, it basically never happened. Maybe one day, but I guess I'm just not there yet. Okay, so I was also doing the $5 and $1. Okay, I do have a tiny bit of change. If you saw my expense video, you'll know that I just had a wild couple weeks, which meant I went and bought coffee more and then stuff like that. And I was giving them my change for tips. So I resorted back to that losing change. Oh, that's okay. All right, so our first thing we need is for food. Oh, there's like another quarter tucked away. Okay. Food is 150, and I believe I just did 350s. 1, 2, 3. So we have 150. Personal is nothing, but so going out is going to probably be renamed to work petty cash. And then going out will just be part of personal, like just doing personal things really. So this is going to get 80, 20, 40, 60, 80. And the goal here is to do the things during my work day that I was pulling from my miscellaneous fund. So I guess I'm trying to add a work line, a work budget to my budget, which I totally didn't think about until my last couple of videos where I was like, oh, wow, how did I miss that one? Okay, miscellaneous is 10. We'll go ahead and give it a 10. And then that is it for the wallet. So this is good to go. If having the petty cash works and I don't have any like surprise expenses, then I should still have about the 147 in my rollover for next paycheck. So we'll see. A sinking fund. So we're only doing a few because my focus is on my mom. So we're actually going to stuff her and then unstuff her so I can put that in the bank, get her card out for Mother's Day. Bills is getting 20. Because I think I said this in another video, but I'm basically like squirreling away 20s for the winter. Bills now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, which is awesome. It's building up nicely. Medical, because that is for my medicine, it's getting 15. I'm doing good on medicine right now, but I need to actually check and see when I'm gonna need a refill. So we're getting 15, did I say? Yeah. We now have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. So not quite at the halfway point. I think it's like 90 something dollars now. So all these got skipped, but I think I'm getting a YouTube check, so hopefully I can throw a little bit in these. I even skipped car this time. So family is my mom, and she is getting 100 because we are about to send her a check for Mother's Day. Joey says she doesn't want anything, so I never know what to get her, and this is actually probably will be well appreciated to just give her a big chunk of money. So she's getting 100, and what does that leave her? So we're gonna unstuff this as well. 50, 100, and 57, wait, I need to do, so 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. Nice. 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. So my mom now has $332. Cool. So that's a nice chunk of money. And I'm going to now unstuff this to make a payment. I don't know why I put the 11th. I'm like all over the place. So I'm going to put payment. I'm just going to minus it all out. do 0. So at this point, yeah, I'll have to, when I do my monthly review at the end of May, I'll add in a lawyer fee review, because I had actually did that in my old budget book, but we'll update it in this budget book and see where we're at. Should be close to the halfway point. But this is awesome. So yay. I think this is a great, I'm excited to be able to give my mom like a decent amount of chunk check. I hope she appreciates that for Mother's Day. I'm saying that because I'm filming this before Mother's Day and she's out of the country, so she's not going to be home. I'm sending her card out late because I didn't want the check to sit in her mailbox while she was gone. But on the plus side, it let me stuff another 100 in here with this paycheck, so yay. So we're going to put this to the side because I have errands to run, so I'll just go ahead and deposit this in the bank, write her a check. I have to get cards out and okay, that feels good. So we're not quite done yet though. I just got really excited about that. And family is back to 0, so we'll start building this up again. At least we're getting something out. Then secret stash is getting 12. So this is another, way just to build for an emergency fund to have on hand. And I think if this gets too big, maybe I will add it to my high yield savings account, so at least it could make some interest. But it's not really much to talk about right now. So we're adding 12. Secret stash now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Cool. That one's building up as well. And then we have an extra 3 that we ended up throwing in so I could have an even number for the ATM machine. And I had already did all of the breakdown. So I decided I'll just throw that in my savings challenges to add to that. So I'll just throw this in here for now. And yeah, get this in the bank. Our budget is good. We're ready to go. We're trying out something new with the expenses, so we'll see how that goes. We are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.